Hey, what is up everybody? It's Wick here, and I got some eBay items that I've sold recently. Went through and picked out a few to talk about, and I've been falling behind on these videos, and I apologize. I know there's a lot of people that like to see these, and I just don't have time to do it all. Um, but here it is, the eBay video of some stuff I've sold. And this first thing here I got is Blinkies. It's some sort of virtual pet, and I got this at a Goodwill. I paid $2.99 for it. I sold it for $30.92. Got $19.46 profit in the end. It sat for a while. I had it priced though really high, like $60, because I did see that one sold for $60. There were a few more people it looked like came on selling these, so I kind of had to lower the price. But it did eventually sell, and turning $3 into $19.46 I'll take every day. So if you remember, recently I bought a Majestic Filter Queen vacuum at Salvation Army for 20 bucks. It was missing the hose and the vacuum arm, and I paid, as I said, I paid $20 for it, but I decided to part it out because just selling it as it wasn't going to be worth it. And I did very well. I have sold all the parts to it, so I'm going to kind of go over these real quick. This is just an attachment that was on it. There were 3 attachments, and this one was like metal. All of them shipped first class as well, so I did free shipping on those. I priced them at $24.99. There was someone on there that had them priced at $24.99 plus shipping, and they had like priority shipping turned on, calculated, because the shipping estimates were like over $7. So I'm like, well, I just price these at $24.99 free shipping, because I just want this stuff moved. I don't have room to be holding on to a lot of this stuff. So I thought that was very competitive, and I sold this one pretty quick, I think. Actually, I sold all this pretty quick, within a month and a half, maybe. So pretty good turnaround on that. And yeah, $24.99 free shipping. Here is the other attachment. This one was actually plastic, so it was even less to ship. And I just wrapped these in bubble wrap, and then I put them in the eBay bubble mailers that I get with my store coupon. And yeah, they were well protected and shipped first class. So this is another one of the attachments. Got 25 bucks for this. Now here is the motor. This was the heaviest and most expensive piece. I ended up selling this for $72.08, and I think this was even in a vlog when I was packaging it. I mentioned that I sold it, and yeah, $72.08. So remember, I only paid $20 for the whole vacuum and all the parts, and I almost decided to sell like the swivel caster with the canister part here. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sell that separate too, why not? Because I bet I could get some money for it. I ended up selling the dolly here for $45.46. Now that's shipping included. So this, I think this cost like $8 to ship. It wasn't bad at all. It went right into one of the priority mail large boxes. So very easy to deal with. And here is, I guess you would call it, the canister. This had a little scratch or two there on the front, but otherwise it's in really good condition. The rubber seal was good, and this vacuum did work. I turned it on, I put my hand on where the hose should be, and there's a lot of suction. That's kind of how I tested it, if you're wondering. But yeah, this canister sold for $33.11 shipped. So people were certainly looking for different parts for this thing. And here is the final attachment here, and notice these little stickers. They were on the attachments, and one of them, like this one, had fallen off and was like sticking on the base, so I kind of just put it back on there and kind of put a little bit of glue to make it stay on there, because I think that's maybe the Filter Queen logo. I don't know what it is, but they're on the Filter Queen attachments, so I wanted to make sure that was on there. And yeah, I sold this one for $24.99 as well. So my total profit between the whole vacuum, after my cost and shipping and fees and everything, was $127.87. So that $20 purchase was very much worth it. And I was afraid it was going to take too much work to deal with, but It really didn't. Cleaning it was the hardest part. Taking the pictures and listing was quite easy. Probably took about 15-20 minutes to list it all, take pictures, and probably only 15 minutes to clean it, honestly. So maybe about 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops to make $127.87. And one of my goals this from here on out, just trying to find more things I can part out like this. With yard sale season here, I'm going to look for, the Kirby vacuums, Dyson vacuums. I've done very well with Dyson attachments. I always mention, because this is such a great find, where I got all those Dyson attachments for like $1. And because I seen them all in a box, they were brand new, and I asked the woman how much they were, and she just says, how about $1? And I could not throw that quarter at her fast enough. And I made over $200 on those, selling those attachments. So there's a lot of money in parting out stuff. So here's something I thought was going to sell a bit better. I got this at a Goodwill for $3.21 after tax. And I thought it was going to sell for about $35, and it just wasn't selling, so I kept dropping the price. So eventually sold at $24.99. Took 6 months or longer to sell, and I did free shipping on it. And I don't know if I don't think I meant to. When I was selling it for $35, I think, yeah, I'll do free shipping. But when I dropped it to $24.99, probably just forgot. And it's a good thing it did not ship far. I wouldn't have made hardly any money, if any money. But yeah, I did still make $9.71 in the end profit. So I was asking myself, would I buy this again? Is it worth it? I think it is. Turning $3.21 is pretty much tripling your money. So I would probably buy it again. I wouldn't buy like 20 of these if they were sitting there, because that would probably be not worth holding on to them that long. Selling one every 6 months, probably not worth it. But if I seen one just randomly out in the wild for $3, brand new again, I'd probably pick it up. Here's a Texaco Employee Pin. Did I show this? I think I must have talked about it in a vlog or something. This is something my dad got in like a random box at an auction with a bunch of just random jewelry and watches he bought. So he just passed it on to me to put on eBay. And I sold this for $28.77. It took a while to sell. I thought it would actually do better. Apparently with these pins, the lower the number, the more valuable they are. And this is 158, which is pretty low, and it still took a while to sell. Since there was really no cost involved, $28.77 is great, because, I mean, it's so small, it takes no room to store it. I was actually scared when it finally sold, because I'm like, oh man, where is this thing? It must be at the bottom of my one of my totes, and then it was the first place I looked. So since I don't do eBay like as my main focus in reselling, it's kind of like my hobby reselling gig, because I focus on Amazon more. But I am trying to focus more on eBay, so I'm going to have to get a numbered system for my storage, because the more items I list, it's going to be harder to just find. So that's another thing I have to do. But after shipping and fees, I made well, I didn't make $22. My dad did. My dad actually gave me $10 for selling this, so I guess I made $10 selling this for him. I sell a lot of calculators, and added this one. He's like, talk about calculators again. Yeah, TI-84 Plus. I got this at Goodwill, but the reason I added this is because I spent $24.99 on this one, and that's pretty high to pay for a calculator at a thrift store. But it's a TI-84 Plus, and I'm like, I'll sell this for $64.99, and which I did, and it sold within 10 minutes. So I got my $25 back, and then I made $22.24. So yeah, these things sell so quick. As long as they're not scratched up and damaged. This one was in good shape except for one rubber piece missing. But this one had the cords and the manual. And what was annoying about this, I usually ship these first class. Since it had the cords and the manual and the CD, it went just over £1, so I had to ship it. I ended up shipping it in a priority mail, bubble bubble mailer. So it was $7.33 to ship, but in the end, $22.24, easy money. And speaking of easy money, I sold this Craftsman charger, which I picked up at a Habitat for Humanity. It was $3, but it was half off. No, this one was $5. I got another one that was $3. This one was $5 half off, so I paid $2.50 for it. And I sold it for $59.99 and got $41.94. So that's a huge return on this charger. And I looked it up. I noticed none were found on eBay, and then I looked at the solds, and there were quite a few solds on eBay. So I knew, like, ooh, these things sell quick. They're in demand. There's not enough sellers for them. So I purchased it, and it sold fairly quick. Actually, I probably got about the most out of anyone I seen on eBay. Everyone seemed to be selling it between 40 and 50, but I said, I'm the only one with this. I'm going to price it at 60. Sure enough, it sold. So $2.50 into $60, really awesome. But that's going to do it for the video, everybody. I really want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.